And now for something completely different.
That's the tunnel of love. Right?
No.
Right? That's it?
No.
It's just,
nope.
They're just going to sing Tunnel of Love instead of Power of Love? That's the song we're going to listen to?
No. And that's the same song as Ghostbusters, by the way.
Dang it, John.
You can't not hear it. I had a senior moment as the senior member of this crew, and instead of Power of Love, no, the match would be I Want a New Drug. I Want a New Drug and Ghostbusters are the same.
Thanks for ruining Ghostbusters. All right, so Tunnel of Love, Dire Straits. I know we've done some Dire Straits before, and I've pretty much enjoyed it. Is Dire Straits is that the band that did the whole album with the lead singer and the other lead singer like broken up or something? Is that Dire Straits, or am I thinking of someone else?
No, you're back to Fleetwood Mac. Every time we do a band, you keep rolling it back to Fleetwood Mac.
You know, it's just what's in my brain, John.
We'll have to fix you.
Never.
We'll have to fix you. No, we're doing Dire Straits, although there was a high emotional impact with the song Romeo and Juliet, where it was a true story about his relationship with a woman that broke up and didn't go well. You know, we did that. So, yeah, Mark Knopfler, lead guitarist, singer, and songwriter for Dire Straits, definitely is an emotive story song type of a writer. And I know you love the story songs.
I do love a story song.
So I'm like, you know what? I think Making Movies is the best album that Dire Straits put out. I'm going to hit you with another from that album, and it's called Tunnel of Love. It's not the Bruce Springsteen song, Tunnel of Love. It's not the Huey Lewis song, Power of the Tunnel of Love. And it's not Ghostbuster of Love. So
I've never even heard of the other two, but either way, sounds fun. I'm in. All right, here we go.
All right.
Ooh. We're going back to church?
Not church, old theater, old carnival. Calliope music, if you will.
And I've been riding on a ghost train where the cars they scream and slam, and I don't know where I'll be tonight, but I'd always tell you where I am. In a screaming ring of faces, I seen her standing in the light. She had a ticket for the races, yeah, just like me, she was a victim of the night. I put my hand upon the lever, said let it rock and let it roll. a kiss. And in the roar of dust and diesel, I stood, I watched her walk away. I couldn't call up with her easy enough, but something must have made me stay. And the big wheel keep on turning, neon burning up above. Yeah, I'm just high on this world. Come on and take a low ride with me, girl. On a tunnel of love, yeah, love, love. On a tunnel of love, oh, love, love. Hey, now I'm searching through these carousels in the carnival arcade, searching everywhere from steeplechase to palisades. In any shooting gallery where promises are made to walk away, walk away, walk away, walk away from color coats and Whitley Bay. Had to walk away. And girl, it looks so pretty to me, like it always did, like the Spanish city to me when we were kids. Girl, it looks so pretty to me, like it always did, like the Spanish city to me when we were kids.
That's some mighty fine arpeggiating there at the end.
Yeah. I love a mighty fine arpeggiation. That song was great.
I know, right?
Okay, so I'll start with music. Musically, I think it's very classic rock for most of the song, and then you get to that with the video that you sent me. It's called the Dream Solo, and I totally get why they called it that. I don't know if that's official or not, but
No, not that I'm aware of.
but it suddenly changed the entire tone of the music, and I think it was at the perfect time because the lyrics there kind of just walked down memory lane. And so I think it was this beautiful transition from this more fun, upbeat storytelling to that calm, quiet reminiscing. And that's when we make that transition to that dream solo. So I think that was beautifully done. I always love it when songs have multiple movements, if you will, and I think this one had it. I never would have thought. I mean, I know very little about Dire Straits. Until the beginning of this video, I didn't even think it was Dire Straits. So, I certainly not coming from a place of a lot of knowledge here, but I never would have thought if someone just said Dire Straits, I would have thought random, rock band, classic rock band. I never would have thought that they would have completely different feels within the same long form song. So that was a lot of fun to hear, just for me to listen to. Lyrically, I think the lyrics are pretty obvious. I don't think there's anything too hidden here. I think it's about a man who works at a carnival, and he regularly stands around and sees all the faces of everyone as they're coming to his carnival game. And he's standing under the neon lights of the carnival, and it's all lit up, and he's barking, and he's getting people to play his game. And sometimes a pretty lass catches his eye. They have a fling in the tunnel of love, and he could stay. Like, he could pursue her. He could become a sedentary part of her life, but instead he can't. The big wheel of the circus is going to keep on turning. That Ferris wheel is going to keep on turning. That machine of packing up and moving to the next town is going to keep on turning. And so because of that, he's going to have this nice locket as a keepsake, but that's it. He's not going to chase after her. He's not going to stay. He's going to move on. So I think that is clearly what the song is about. I'm not sure if really another interpretation could make a ton of sense to me.
Okay.
But then we have a lot of reminiscing, which I really do enjoy. And it's a lot of reminiscing I think about his younger days and meeting other girls and that wondering of what would happen if I had settled down. How different would my life be? But ultimately I don't want to, because the wheel keeps on turning, and I do like that. So that's what I get out of the song lyrically. You got anything?
Well, first of all, let me say this. As you know, I could probably mimic the guitar lead all the way through that song. I definitely know the song well, the chord structure. I know when it drops to that half beat. But that's the first time I ever read the lyrics.
Oh, as usual.
As usual. Now, the thing that surprises me most is about my past. I was a carny.
Yeah, which I found very funny. I was if you didn't bring that up, I was about to.
Yeah. So on top of the fact that that's just a song from my past, it's an excellent song off of an excellent album. It also speaks to me in that what he's describing there, I lived for 2 years. And it really literally was. Now, the only part I would say you got wrong is that the carny is the one who's at the carnival. It's the girls that come and go, because they come on vacation and then they leave.
See, and for some reason, so in my mind, and this is probably a difference in, so you were at the carnival, to clarify, you were at a stationary carnival.
I was at a fixed site.
So,
now, my ride at the end of a season would go to Florida and continue its life.
Okay, but
I was at the fixed location in Wildwood, New Jersey.
Okay. See, and so in my mind, he was a traveling carny. This was one of those carnivals that moved around. So the way I took it, he was packing up and moving. However, I like your interpretation too. I think both are viable. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And yours comes from that place of real personal experience, which I think is one of the beautiful things songs do in general, and a good song does well, is it makes you look in and experience this song through your own experiences. And that is part of what makes a good story song to me. It drew you in. You wanted to be a part of the story. You wanted to see how the story ended, and you were happy to go on that journey with the storyteller. And that was well done. I think that's one of the ultimate reasons I love a story song. I want to go on that journey. I want to be there until the end and see the conclusion of the story. Yes, but ultimately I want to go on the journey of the story, to see the twists and turns it takes and to see the choices that the storyteller makes.
And what everything he's saying is really true. For some reason you could be the seediest looking carny in the world, and for some reason these girls in Wildwood, we get a lot of people from Canada, and like that's one of their vacation joints. One of the places they go, and the girls would come, and honestly, they looked at ride operators as Adonis, you know what I mean? Like the Adonis or whatever. Yeah. They treated us the way they treated lifeguards, and you've seen my guns. They don't even shoot. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you
can carry the groceries in. What more do you need?
Yeah. I was, a really, really small, like 118-pound guy, but I had the deep DJ voice, and I ran the Himalaya ride where you're on the microphone, you're playing the jams, and that was one of the favorite rides for the young ladies. And that's what it was like. I wrote to my friends, because back then you wrote letters to people that you didn't see very often. And I literally put it in the mail and sent it. And I wrote, it is so bizarre because I was like, all the girls said, I think of you as a friend, in high school. I think of you as a friend. I was in the friend zone with 300 females in my school, okay? Never really getting beyond much of that in my senior, high school with people I went to school with anyway. And I wrote to them, I'm like, literally, girls are blowing kisses at me. They're giving me their local, the phone booth number near the hotel they're staying at.
Oh, man,
right?
That's a dating thing, right? That like a time frame thing right there. Here's the number to the phone booth next to the hotel.
Right. I'll be out there 8 to 9 o'clock tonight if you call, And I wrote this to my friend, and my friend showed it to our other friend. And my other friend simply didn't believe me, thought I was full of crap, and the two of them arranged a trip to come visit me. And the first day they got there, he got up into the booth with me. Here it is, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I started to say, well, the kind of stuff I wrote about usually happens later. But as I was saying that, a girl is making eyes at me and him as they're going around the Himalaya ride. And after the ride, she walks over to the booth and she tells us where she's staying and wonders if there's anything going on that night. This guy wanted to drop everything in life and become a carny at that moment.
Oh, man. Yeah, that experience is basically what this song's about. I wonder, like, in Dire Straits' younger years, because obviously I assume that's the lead singer of the band, Mr. Dire Straits.
Yeah, Mr. Mark Knopfler, yeah.
I wonder if in his younger years he was a carny. And, was this personal experience, or was this him talking with a carny, or just, coming up with the concept and then doing a little research?
Here's what I have found out. I don't know for sure if he worked there or not, but he may have. You never know as a youngster. But he was talking about a place called the Spanish City. And it was near him in England. So is in Whitley Bay. Whitley Bay is where it's at, which is a seaside town in North Tyneside Borough, Tyne and Wear, England. Anyway, so he grew up where this amusement park was, called Spanish City. So his story may be experiential or it may be observational, but clearly he was influenced, and he really names a lot of actual rides in the song that were popular rides at the time, and and the wheel keeps going around. He's talking about the Ferris wheel, the big.
That
Ferris
was my
wheel.
first thought, was the Ferris wheel.
Yeah. So, definitely he spoke right into me, and I can't believe I've never known that about this song. Now, the Tunnel of Love reference I associated with an amusement park. There's no doubt about it. But all those other references, I totally missed all that because I just so much love the music.
Well, I'm glad I could be here for you to pick apart your songs.
Yeah. Man, it's beautiful.